um, leading from that, going into single versus double leg, a lot of people can create a lot of that force, a lot of that external rotation force with both legs. But then you try to get them on just one leg, and it's just wobbling back and forth, and they're falling all over the place. How do you address that?
I think there's a couple things we have to think about here. One thing you mentioned a second ago is your neurological facilitation in those movements. If your body doesn't, if your nervous system just doesn't recognize squatting on one leg because you don't ever do it, you're not going to do it very well. You have to practice something to do it well. That's plain and simple. So if you don't squat on one leg often, you're just not going to do it well. So if you try, like, say, Bulgarian split squats for the first time and it doesn't go so hot, keep trying. You're probably going to get better regardless. Now, whenever we talk about how mobility affects that, which is the other point we want to think about, your legs can kind of, whenever we're using both, they can kind of save each other. They can kind of balance each other. Your hips can rotate into a specific position that's going to let you kind of bypass some restrictions. Right. Now, whenever we go to one, you have nothing to save you. So whenever we go to that one, if you're seeing a lot of knee play, if you're seeing a lot your ankle trying to stabilize, there's something going on in that system that needs to be released to let it act more fluid. Yeah,
I think you'll actually see a whole lot better positioning from your full squat if you work on some single leg stuff on each side.
100%. That's, without going into too much detail, that's almost common sense to think that if one thing can work really well by itself and another thing can work well by itself, they're probably going to work really well together.